M&M overboard Duxford village. You can see all 6 aircraft getting back together now. Activity by fighters and bombers in preparation for the events of the 6th of June 1944. And here we begin our tribute to the activities of the US 8th Air Force on D-Day 80 years ago, running in B-17G, Flying Fortress, Sally B and the Mustang Jersey Jerk.
There's still a queue, Aaron, at the
Of course, Helen was reported of the enormous effort made by the 8th Air Force from East Anglia with aircraft such as this, crucially in daylight.
This was the big thing, the B-17's so-called forces, heavily armed, thinking was that they would be able to defend themselves over the skies of Europe. As it turned out, that proved to be not the case. And, with the eventual arrival of the B-51 Mustang, the losses were curtailed and the operations of the B-17s at one time were threatened, in fact, because the losses were so substantial in Europe, the consideration was given to actually cancelling daylight bombing and going to night time. However, the general persisted that theory.
And the B-24 Liberators, one of them you can see in the American image here. They were at altitude in very cold conditions. Personal protective equipment was at a premium, and the risk was, of course, from both flak and fighters.
Yeah, in fact, talking about the cold, we're talking about minus 50 degrees. The waist gunners would stand in open doorways, effectively, with the 50 caliber machine guns. And with the wind chill factor, it was unusual for those crews to suffer severe frostbite.
As well as the onslaught of flak. Fighters. Now, all around East Anglia there were airfields which B-17s and liberated ones flew very long-range role, helping plug the gap in the Atlantic that we talk about, which is the Catalina, where conventional land-based aircraft have previously been able to operate to defend the Atlantic. RAF forces sank 11 U-boats during World War II. And as you say, that's often forgotten, and along with how disastrous the early RAF G-17 was. But the heroism of the crews who flew B-17s in whichever role is not to be underestimated, and it is, of course, in honour of all of them that Sally B continues flying.
We should mention, of course, that Sally B also still to this day carries the markings of the Memphis Belle. The original aircraft flew just down the road.
Documentary of that name. This aeroplane privately operated from Duxford as it has been since, would you believe, 1975. So next year is a very big year for this aircraft. It'll be 80 years since this airframe was first built by the Lockheed Vega factory in Burbank, California, and it'll be 50 years of operation on the UK and European airshow circuit. It's now the only flying B-17 in Europe. I believe it's currently one of only 2 flying in the world. This is its final pass, and this is as always dedicated to the members of the Sally B Supporters Club who spoke on damage. As Donald Strait became its commanding officer, Strait ended the war with 13.5 enemy aircraft killed to his name, and he later became a director position at Duxford because he was a great supporter of the American